welcome to the very first 5 to Thrive. I'm Scott Kutcher, your host, and we're going to talk a little bit real quick about components and the systems they were designed to be part of. So you're saying, what do you mean by that? Let's just use the example of paint. You would never use a Krylon spray paint primer and put an Axel Nobel or a Bessa or a Matthews paint coating on top of it. You would never do that. So why would you use a component like an LED module that is literally designed to work best with a power supply from the same company with a different power supply, or vice versa? I don't quite get that, because people go, well, I'm saving money on the component. Are you? Are you really saving any money on that component? Because let me give you an example of a call I just had, and it was pretty interesting. The guy was very frustrated. A distributor rep came in there and sold him on 2 different products. One was our power supply. One was another LED company. It was a good LED, but our power supplies, because we are a power-first company, France is, and really understand power probably better than just about anybody in the industry, we designed ours and our modules together to work as a system. So our modules are constant current, and our power supplies are probably the best on the market. I mean, that's debatable, but not in my mind. And they're designed to go together in such a way that you can load the constant current, LEDs on our power supply 100% load. So you don't have to back it off to 80 or 85% like a lot of them. On our main power supplies, you can load it 100%. It was designed that way to save you money on the total system costs. But this individual thought they were saving money on the components, so they were going to save money overall. But he didn't realize that he could only load them because what he was using was a constant voltage LED, 85% max, before you may have some issues. Now, if it's got a really robust PCB board, you might be able to go a little higher than that, but probably not going to be able to load it 100% with any kind of confidence that it's going to last long terms. So he's having issues. We talked through the process, and I realized very quickly he matched up the wrong components. So my question is, do you take a look at the components that you build your signs with as a total system, or are you just looking at them as individual pieces of the pie that helps you make the whole pie, or quote unquote the sign? That's what you got to ask yourself. That's why I'm challenging you to ask yourself. Because here's what he didn't realize. He saved a certain dollar amount, and we added it all up together. We went through the process of really breaking it down because I wanted to help him. And guess what? He didn't save any money. Matter of fact, he had to add an extra power supply per channel letter set. So by the time he was done with 5 sets, it's 5 extra power supplies. He saved nothing at all, and it was a pain in the butt, right? So it was frustrating for him. So at the end of the day, let's be careful out there as we start to build these, visual representations of other people's brands. That's a big responsibility that we have here in the sign industry and the visual communications industry. Let's make sure we take it serious, because that's their brand and the first image people get of their business. And I know a lot of great sign companies do take it seriously, and they're very methodical about it. But it's easy to fall into the trap of saying, yeah, but this component's less, and if I match it with this component, which I know is a quality component, I'm going to have a quality solution. That's not always the case, and it doesn't always save you money. So I'm challenging you to really understand that. And if you don't, contact someone like me, your local distributor rep, someone that really knows what they're talking about. Maybe you've built some signs themselves, and have a discussion. We're supposed to be a resource for you, right? So don't be afraid to pick up that phone. And I'm challenging you to really take a look at everything from a system standpoint, because the right systems in place produce a superior product. And that is this week's 5 to Thrive.